Welcome back to another video. We are in the Open Grey League as the leagues have rotated. So let's see how this team is going to work. We're going to be running the Cresselia paired with the Vigoroth and Whiscash. Our opponent does switch out into the Cresselia after we switch into the Vigoroth. So we're going to try to do our best here to CAP tie their moves and try to win this in the no shield. Our opponent here does throw a move. We do tank the Moonblast just in case it happens to be a debuff. So unfortunately right here, we're going to have to let this one go. And we're going to try our best to get this Cresselia as low as possible. Gets it into the low red, not bad. Opportunity for our own Cresselia to farm down and gain a whole bunch of energy. They throw another Grass Knot here. We're going to be able to easily tank that, and we do farm down with a ton of energy. We're going to switch out into the Whiscash as soon as they show the Berserker. Berserker here is going to throw a close combat and dip, and they have their own Lantern in the back, so they were actually pretty weak to this Whiscash. Of course, not the Cresselia. So we did get the Cresselia out of the way and have this Whiscash lined up in the correct spots. We're going to be able to CAP tie right here. We're going to throw this Mud Bomb to either force them to shield or get a KO. They're going to rely on 2 shield Berserker here. Right now, we're going to go for this Mud Bomb. Easily gets the shield. Going for another Mud Bomb here. This is probably going to get the last shield. Yep, and then now it's just a race. Will we be able to get to this Mud Bomb before they get to 2 moves? Obvious shield right here. Now our opponent here is going to have to tank a Mud Bomb. Will we be able to KO this with the Mud Bomb? Yes, it does look like, because it looks like they have quit the game. So that is GG's right there, able to win that game with the Whiscash closing out the last Pokemon. So in a way, you can kind of use Vigoroth as the safe swap, and then you got the Cresselia Cresselia and Whiscash core. We got a Mantine here. Mantine is going to be doing a lot of neutral damage, but so are we. We're going to have the opportunity to throw a Future Sight or a Grass. Now we're going to go for this Future Sight right here. Expected them not to shield. Yep, makes sense. Mantine is quite tanky as well, so don't be surprised that people don't shield some of these things. Obviously, double weak to electric though. Here we're going to go for a Grass. Now we do get the shield, which is great, and now it's going to be a matter of we can time it. Okay, so they do try to catch a move, and then we're going to be aware that we're going to get this Whiscash onto the Registeel to be able to maintain alignment and do a ton of damage. We're going to be able to survive the first Focus Blast right here easily, so we're going to let it go. We're going to farm up a lot of energy, throwing another Mud Bomb here. Mud Bomb does take out the Registeel and trying to get to a Scold to throw back at this Mantine, but they did throw a Aerial Ace before we can get to it. One Skull goes through, barely doesn't KO, but it looks like it was a CAP tie, so we are going to be able to head into this back matchup with 2 shields, but they realize that it is no use. GG's to our opponent, they end up quitting the game right there, so able to win that with just the Cresselia and Whiscash. Next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Glider. Shadow Glider here, going to be pretty decent against our team, especially our backline here. Definitely don't want the Whiscash on it right now. We're going to go for this Grass Knot right here. Grass Knot doing neutral damage. Potential shield, nope, they could easily survive it. Now we're going to have to debate whether we're going to shield here or not. They end up going for the dig. We're going to go for this next Grass Knot right here. Grass Knot does get a shield from our opponent, and that's as good as it's going to get with the Cresselia. So we're going to use the Vigoroth here to potentially ramp up a lot of energy. They decided to go for a dig right there. Dig would have done a heavy amount of damage, but we're going to throw this Body Slam right before they get to a move. They actually revealed that they have their own Vigoroth in the back. So their third Pokemon definitely doesn't want to see this Vigoroth, so not sure what that is as of right now. We're going to play this out. They actually throw in great timing, using a Body Slam right there right before we get to our move and taking out our own Vigoroth. We're going to tank this here, and obviously not able to farm down, so we're just going to throw this Mud Bomb before they get to their next move, and let's see what they have in the back. Oh, ends up being the Lickitung. Lickitung is going to be able to dominate this matchup right here. So makes sense that they were afraid of this, afraid of our own Vigoroth with their Lickitung in the back, and we're just going to save some time and let that go. So GG's to our opponent right there. Ended up using the double normal team in the back versus our single normal. So next game, let's see what we find. We got the Gligar again. This time it's not a Shadow. And since it's not a Shadow, I think we're gonna go for the Future Sight here, I believe. Let's see if we're gonna go for the Future Sight or not. They go for the Dig. So kind of reverse order right now. Last time the Shadow threatened a potential Dig, and this time they actually go for the Dig. Here we're gonna go for the Future Sight. They try to catch a move. We're gonna go into our Vigoroth right here. Vigoroth is gonna be able to dominate this Lickitung matchup, as we are resisting their fast moves and doing some heavy counter fast move damage. Here we're going to have a Body Slam go through it. Even though it says super effective right there, that is definitely a visual glitch. Not the case. Body Slams are only neutral at best. And we're trying to farm down. We're not going to be able to farm down, so we're going to have to throw this Body Slam right here, right before they get to their move. They decide to shield, so that's an interesting shield right there. They didn't realize that we had two stacked up, and we do win the CFP tie right there. So we're going to be able to take out that Lickitung, and we're going to be able to get a shield out of their pocket. They're going to switch into the Diggersby here. Diggersby is going to be able to be tanky, but we have two shields to work with. So this is a pretty standard. This is going to be straightforward. We're going to go for the Scold here. Scold is going to be super effective. Looking for a debuff. We do get the debuff right there. So this is all but over because there are no moves that can KO from this range, especially as a debuff Pokemon. And they realize their fate right there, going for another Scorching Stem, barely doing any damage. Probably like remaining 50% of the remaining health. So GG's to our opponent. End up winning that game, just winning alignment basically. Alright, next we got the Swampert versus Cresselia. They switch out into the Sableye. Sableye is going to get matched up against this Vigoroth here. They're going to be able to throw a Foul Play here. Foul Play is going to do a good amount of damage. Once again, that's a visual glitch. It's just super effective. It's not a super effective move. It's only a neutral move. And then here, we're going to allow them to throw this move here. And we're going to easily shield. And now we're going to decide whether we want to go for the Rock Slide or we're going to go for the bait. We decided to go for the Rock Slide. They were doing a great job on throwing on CAP. This Rock Slide right here potentially KOs. Doesn't quite KO actually. And we are able to farm down at least. So we're going to end up with a good amount of energy. So this is a classic Swampert Skarmory core with the Sableye. They do have a shield advantage, so that's unfortunate. And we're going to save Body Slam on our Vigoroth here and switch out into the Whiscash. Whiscash is going to aim to get a Scold off. We do get a Scold on the Swampert, but unfortunately no debuff, so the Swampert is going to be able to ramp up and just absolutely wreck our team here. We know that we have the Cresselia here, but we have to get to two Grass Knots before they can get to possibly just two moves. They decided to go for a Hydro Cannon right there. The Shadow Hydro Cannon right there takes nearly like 40%. So nice play by my opponent. Another Hydro Cannon goes through and basically gets it into the red. So two Hydro Cannons gets it into low red. And this game is all but over because they have that Skarmory with the shield still, able to farm down the Cresselia, and then our Vigoroth is quite low. So check out this team if you haven't already and let us know if you enjoyed that video.